Tour alongside Teddy Atlas, and we welcome you to the famed New York Arena here in Midtown Manhattan. 15 rounds scheduled here in this much anticipated fight, and we are underway with round number one.
Well, there's one fighter here, as we've seen time and time again, that just doesn't have the physicality. He doesn't have the overall strength against his opponent. But what does he have?
Well, he has the greatest muscle that the human body has, the brain muscle. Use it. Be smart. Give angles. Get out. Keep your opponent off balance. If he's bigger and stronger, he needs a certain kind of set position to use that. Do not give that to him.
And you see he turned defense into offense, comes back with the counterpunch.
And that's exactly what he brings to the game. He makes you miss, he makes you pay, and he makes you think twice about throwing a punch later on.
Dismisses his opponent's headshot. Parries that punch away. Toney able to land the counter punch. And coming upon the halfway mark of this 3-minute round. James Toney blocks that punch. Been a recent trend, Teddy, where we've seen in the heavyweight division a lot of Eastern Europeans dominating. Why do you think that is?
Same thing in basketball. I don't think they're the better athletes, but you know what? There's an urgency. There's a real hunger. This is their opportunity. The fighters over here, and the basketball players for that part, they have too many options here. Over there, they make the most of it, and fundamentally, they're very sound.
Final 10 seconds. Round comes to an end here. Glad you've joined us ringside. Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas on another night at the fights. We're with you all year long, every step of the way, as is our crew. And the guys just don't get enough credit sitting back there in the production truck, but they make all this happen, Teddy.
Yeah, they do. Of course, Rick, Robbie, Mike, all you guys, Brian, Scott, Russ. We appreciate you doing all the difficult work while we get a chance to sit out here and enjoy the fun part. And by the way, you guys, after we just said that, you guys are picking up the tab tonight.
Here we go. Round 2 is underway. Parries that punch intended for the head. Able to dismiss that body shot. Able to dismiss his opponent's shot and then comes back with an uppercut. Very nice job landing that counter punch, getting away from one that was coming at him. Comes right back at him with a left hand. Keeps his hands up defensively, protecting the head. returns fire with a left hand. Good way to protect the midsection. Halfway through this round. Able to get rid of that one. Fires right back at him. Protecting his head well with his guard. Oh, that's good stuff. Firing right back with one of his own. Good work by James Toney. Parries that punch intended for the head. Toney able to land the counter punch. So they close out that round. Joe and Teddy with you ringside. And Teddy, I know you watch very closely how these trainers go about their business. You were under the tutelage of one of the true legends of the game, the great Customato.
Yeah, I mean, I was fortunate. Quite honestly, those opportunities, situations probably don't exist anymore because we've lost a lot of those, you know, really great trainers and managers that boxing was their whole life. I spent 7 years with Customato, and I learned the nuts and bolts from a physical, technical point of view of what's important to give to a fighter, but the psychological part. To understand the pressures that a fighter is under, the fears that a fighter deals with. And if you don't understand that, all the other things don't mean anything, because you have to understand how a fighter's feeling to understand why he's behaving or not behaving a certain way.
Great movement to get away from those punches. What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by James Toney. Coming to the halfway point of this third round. Able to dismiss it. James Toney's coming up with the answers, avoiding that punch. Blocks that punch. See, he's got his guard up really well that time, and it protects his head. Seconds remaining in this round. Round comes to an end here. An enjoyable night sitting ringside. Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas. A lot better than our day we spent at the horse track the other day, where we couldn't get any winners. At least I couldn't. But we were talking about the fact that so many parallels to be made between boxing and life boxing and all these other sports we enjoy, like horse racing, of being well-conditioned and working your way up to this one singular moment.
Yeah, well, the trainer obviously has to get the athlete. In this case, the athlete happens to be over 1,000 pounds, and that's a horse. You know, at peak condition, he has to look at a calendar just like a trainer does with a fighter, know when the race is, know when the fight is, and not get used up out on the track, or used up, of course, in the gym.
Nice block that time. It was intended to the head. Good defense upstairs to stay away from that offensive assault. Right hand over the top. He counters back after denying his opponent's shot.
Teddy, is it possible that he didn't respect this fighter coming into the fight? Now, I know a lot of people would say, yeah, he's ahead on the scorecards, but you can just see the style of fight that this is, that he's being tested.
Yeah, I think it's a combination of two things. This guy being better than his record would indicate, and what you touched on, that he's a human being like anybody else. We look at the guy's record, we think of what kind of fight it's going to be. He looked at it, he thought it was going to be a little easier than it's turning out.
Tried to land that upstairs and was off the mark.
James Toney's box is not going to the body at all. He'd be so well served to do it, though, Teddy.
Yeah, but his opponent doesn't want him to. So, you know, he doesn't want to go against what his opponent doesn't want him to do, because his opponent would love him to keep throwing to the head, because, you know, he can see those coming. He can move and avoid them. Body shots, you know, your head moves, but your body doesn't.
Got to try to do better than that. He missed with that hook. Thought he had his target, but way off to the side with the uppercut. Just 10 seconds to go in this round. End of the round here. You can see the fans really enjoying themselves tonight. You know, Teddy, I think maybe more so than any other sport, boxing fans are not just passionate like in other sports, but they are smart and savvy. They know the game inside and out.
Well, they follow the contestants. They do understand the parameters of the game. And you know what? They come here and they kind of demand from those fighters the performance that they expect from them. If they expect a guy to box, you hear them every once in a while saying, hey, come on, you know, let's get that jab working. They act like coaches sometimes.
Round number 5 has arrived. Gets rid of that body shot. protecting his head well with his guard. And now they're trading blows. Well, his opponent doesn't like that, but that's exactly what he was trying to do, just create some space there. Halfway through this round here, able to dismiss it. Toney able to block it away. James Toney's got a way of just getting away from that punch. Oh, and he returns fire with a left hand. Both men accurate with their hooks against each other. This is just beautiful to watch. Watch how he just links one to the next, Teddy. A beautiful sequence, almost like musical notes being played.
Well, exactly. It's a nice tune because it just follows. One, as you said, follows the other. Nice and smooth.
Wow! Great counter punch by James Toney. Last 10 seconds. Oh, that's good stuff. Firing right back with one of his own. Good work by James Toney. Teddy, what do you think here as we start this round? I mean, you watch what he did in that last round, and you got to think that he can get himself back into this fight.
Well, that's how he's got to be thinking it.
Come on now.
That's kind of what he's made up of. He's not a front runner. You know, he's not a fast starter anyway. He's the kind of guy that his real strength is to be able to weigh you down, and to have a great resolve, and to be able to chip away. He's chipping.
Teddy, there are opportunities that are here for him, aren't there?
Yeah, counterpunch opportunities, because he's got an opponent who's walking in a little bit. Now he has a chance to start to chuck something back at him a little.
Nice counter by Toney. Toney able to land the counter punch. What a chin. And can you believe the shots this guy's absorbing? What a fight. What a great, non-stop action fight this has been. Reaching the halfway mark of this round. Pulls the trigger right away with the left hand after getting tagged himself. Unable to score with the uppercut that time. Parries that punch intended for the head. Tucks those elbows in, blocks the body shot. Nice block. Well, as that round comes to an end, it gives us a moment to kind of reflect on this overall fight. Teddy, my thoughts are pretty clear cut. This is the kind of fight that just takes on a personality of its own. This is an all-out war.
Yeah, this is kind of like watching a guy who's not on a budget. You know, he's spending with both hands. You know, when he goes home, he's going to have no money in his pockets. And when this fight is over, these guys are going to have nothing left in the gas tank, and it's probably not going to a decision.
Good action here tonight. Both guys bringing their best, and both guys meeting each other stride for stride, punch for punch. Tough fight to score here as we're back underway. Takes one, but gives one. Good work by James Toney. Good job protecting himself. .90 seconds to go here in this round. What guts it takes, what commitment it takes to keep up with this kind of a pace. The action's been nonstop.
Now, the one thing I can tell you is this is where you don't worry about pace. You don't think about pace. Otherwise, you could not be doing what these guys are doing. They're just going round to round.
Teddy, this is one of those moments where you just wish you could pick up the phone and call up the world and say, tune in. Everybody should be watching this, right?
I have a cell phone. I might do that right now.
Start dialing. Good, clean shot, returning fire. Well done by James Toney. Good block by James Toney. So the round comes to an end. Joe Tessitore and Teddy Atlas sitting with you ringside. I know you had a very busy week before you flew here out to broadcast this fight, doing your charitable contributions back in Staten Island with the Dr. Theodore Atlas Foundation.
Yeah, thank you for bringing that up, Joe. We did well. We had our dinner, our yearly dinner, where we're able to raise money to help people that are in need, people that have nowhere else to go for help, whether it's a mother that can't pay the cancer treatment for a 7-year-old daughter, and we're able to pick up that insurance. But the thing that I want to take a second to thank everybody for is that it's a collective effort. It's all the people that allow us the resources to go out there and help those people.
Good defense upstairs to stay away from that offensive assault. Good job fighting from the outside.
Morrison's got a real acquired skill here, and that is the ability to pick your shots and land them.
So you hear the saying when people say, do you know what time it is? You have to know what time it is. He knows what time it is. He knows when to throw a certain punch.
The halfway point of round number 8. Nice counter by Toney. He missed with that headshot. There's the headshot, but he parries it away. Toney's trying to create some space. You can see how he's going about it there. Not able to land the headshot. Last 10 seconds of the 8th round. Nice block. We come to the end of the round. A round that I'm having a tough time trying to think about who won. I can only imagine what the judges are thinking about. Teddy, if there's one thing you look for in a round like that and say, okay, I'm going to give it to this guy over this guy, what is it?
Well, the first thing is, if I'm a judge, I take a little notepad and I make a little mark down, blue or red corner, what he did early. Because sometimes a judge has a tendency to forget what was done early and only go with what went late.
The 9th round is here. Wow, is he defensively sound. Great movement to get away from those punches. Well, he took one right there, but then he targeted one right back. There he is on the inside, doing well. James Toney's learning a lesson here that you don't want to learn, and that is no head movement means you're going to take shots to the head.
Well, Customato used to tell me, if you don't move your head, guess what? The other guy are moving for you. Right now, the other guy is moving his head for him.
Painfully so. James Toney's actually making a smart move here. He knows he needs some space, so he's pushing his man away. Able to get rid of that one. Fine fundamentals, good counterpunch. Seconds remaining in this round. This has been a hotly contested war throughout, and you just have a sense that it's going to end at any moment in these later rounds.
Yeah, these guys are not saving anything. They're going for broke right from the beginning.
They are back to action here, but that action has only favored one man. Completely one-sided. Hard to see the scorecards coming into play here with how dominating he's been. Throws a counterpunch there. And just as we anticipated, toe-to-toe right from the start.
No introductions necessary.
Oh, look at that. They exchange hooks. A headshot blocked. Toney's looking for some room, and he found a way to get it. Halfway through this round here. His opponent wanted the body. He wouldn't give it to him. Halfway through what is one of the best rounds you'll ever see. Just great action.
No, it's unbelievable. I mean, if you love roller coasters, you go to an amusement park. If you want to see left hooks, right hands, every direction, great chins, great endurance, great heart, you come to this fight. You stay right here.
parries that punch intended for the head. Counting down towards the end of the 10th round, 10 seconds to go. So they close out that round. Joe and Teddy with you ringside. And Teddy, I know you watch very closely how these trainers go about their business. You were under the tutelage of one of the true legends of the game, the great Customato.
Yeah, I mean, I was fortunate. Quite honestly, those opportunities, situations probably don't exist anymore because we've lost a lot of those, you know, really great trainers and managers that boxing was their whole life. I spent 7 years with Customato, and they learned the nuts and bolts from a physical, technical point of view of what's important to give to a fighter, but the psychological part. To understand the pressures that a fighter is under, the fears that a fighter deals with. And if you don't understand that, all the other things don't mean anything.
There it is! James lights out. Toney's been stunned. Back and forth they go. Each man getting the best of it.
Come on, work it out.
There's a taste of the sweet science. You see the skill he has in counterpunching.
And you know what he's doing? He's taking his opponent's jab away.
Good block by James Toney. And he returns on that exchange. 90 seconds to go in this 11th round. Oh, look at that. They exchange hooks. Good way to protect the midsection. This is great stuff. I mean, great stuff. Bringing it every which way they are.
Joe, you remember the time you were on a vacation, you saw that perfect sunset?
Oh, yeah.
It was just beautiful. This is beautiful.
And now they're trading blows. Targeting the hooks on each man. Throws a counter punch there. Accurate uppercut after taking a shot of his own. Good exchange, scoring well with the right hands. Teddy, making predictions in boxing is often a dangerous task, but I'll make one right here that seems pretty obvious to me as we come to the end of that round here. This fight is going to be a brutal display as long as it lasts.
It's kind of like going and watching that home run contest. Nobody's trying to hit singles or doubles. You know they're all going for the fences.
So here we are, a new round underway, and in that last round, he got tagged. He got hit pretty hard, Teddy.
Yeah, he did. He got caught. Now, the first thing is, we all know he got caught, but why did he get caught? He has to be able to decipher that in his head. He has to be able to have the answer to that so it doesn't happen again.
James Toney's pushing away right there. You can see him shoving, trying to create some space. James Toney's showing you a little defensive skill there, able to move away from that punch. Good block. Halfway through this 12th and final round. Oh, very nice. Smart counter punch there.
Yeah, that's beautiful. You make the guy miss, you make him pay.
James Toney with a nice counter punch. It's hard to believe that he can win this fight on the scorecards. That means it's do or die at this point. You got to go for broke.
Yeah, that means that you got to come up with that Hail Mary pass. Now, when you come up with that Hail Mary pass, you don't just chuck the ball. You have to have a receiver down there. You have to make sure that he's running a certain route. Right now, he's got to look for one spot, something to land that shot.
Nice counter by Toney. Gets rid of that. It was intended for his head. So it's the end of the round. And as both men head back to their respective corners, Teddy, it brings up a good point that's many times not talked enough, but the culture of a corner and how guys conduct themselves. What was always your philosophy in organizing and running a corner?
Well, first of all, only one guy could be in charge. That's the trainer. You can't have too many cooks in the kitchen. It has to be organized like anything else. And you have to have calm people. You only have 1 minute. Maybe by the time the fighter gets back, maybe it's 50 seconds. So you have to be efficient. You can't have guys that are excited. They have to be able to control their emotions just like the fighter does on the outside. And everyone has to know what their job is.
A headshot blocked. James Toney's trying to create some space. You can see how he's going about it there. Good block. Toney's movement's really helping him out, avoiding that punch. Oh, everybody will tell you, you can't get away with that. What a big, wide, sweeping whiff that was.
Well, you can get away with it if the guy doesn't want to throw back, but if this guy wants to start throwing back, then you're not getting away with it.
Return to sender. He gives him back one of his own.
blocked that away. It was targeted for his head. Able to dismiss his opponent's shot and then comes back with an uppercut. Well done that time, landing the counter punch. Needs to improve that accuracy, missed with the headshot. That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by James Toney. James Toney's showing a little bit of a defensive shell, but Teddy, I'm seeing punches still getting through and splitting that guard.
Yeah, well, that's the problem, Joe, when you put those earmuffs on, but you don't move your head. Some of them are going to get through, and just as importantly, you handcuff yourself, so your opponent is going to stay in there a little bit longer, knowing that nothing's coming back right away.
James Toney's defense did a good job there, able to avoid that punch. What a good war this has been. What a good, solid fight it's been. The kind of fight that tells me somebody wants to get rid of the other guy.
It almost looks like they made a deal where neither one could win by decision, where if they didn't win by knockout, it doesn't count.
Another round underway, but how many more will we see? You get the sense this fight could be heading towards a stoppage. Blocks that punch. Blocks that punch. Well done that time, landing the counter punch. Great fight. I mean, just a great fight. Both guys giving their all back and forth.
It doesn't get much better.
James Toney with a nice counter punch. Showing you some defense there with the block. Nice block. Nice strike after catching one by James Toney. Unable to score with the hook.
Nice block that time. It was intended to the head. End of the round here. Joe and Teddy with you ringside. It's turning out to be a very good fight because it's very competitive. It's one of those fights that's really hard to score.
Yeah, it is hard to score. It's going to be up to the judges now. Hopefully, they've been watching the way they need to watch, and they're competent enough to make sure that it's not just a matter of who's throwing, but, you know, who's really landing.
Oh, it's been a good one tonight, but one more round to go. Here it is, the final go-round. Very nice defensive guard there. A little give and take, and here comes the left hand. Needs to improve that accuracy. Missed with the headshot. Toney's showing you a little defensive skill there, able to move away from that punch. A headshot blocked. Able to dismiss his opponent's shot and then comes back with an uppercut. Halfway through what is one of the best rounds you'll ever see. Just great action.
No, it's unbelievable. I mean, if you love roller coasters, you go to an amusement park. If you want to see left hooks, right hands, every direction, great chins, great endurance, great heart, you come to this fight. You stay right here.
What a great round. 2 minutes in, 60 seconds to go. Toney able to land the counter punch. Morrison's legs look shaky. He was hurt. James Toney's showing some real guts here. Hey, this fight was not going his way at all, but somehow he has gathered momentum.
Yeah, he behaved like a fighter. He got through the tough times, and now guess what? Good times in front of him.
That was a highly competitive back-and-forth bout. Now, let's hear which way it went.
A split decision. Your winner, Toney, the Duke, Morrison.
Morrison's your winner. He gets the nod by split decision.
Hey, if I'm a commissioner in this state, I'm calling that judge in, and I'm saying, hey, explain to me how you had this decision.
For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. Thanks for being with us ringside.